Hi, sorry for the suit and the whispering, but it's 20 minutes past 5 and my family is still sleeping and I am on my way to work. So welcome to my daily routine. But yesterday I got a phone call from Porsche Center Stockholm saying that my car is actually ready to deliver. So I thought, why don't I bring you guys with me? But before we go to Porsche Center Stockholm, I need to stick with my routine. Normally, before I go to work, I go to this place. It's called the South Pool, where I swim. You see, it's time to swim. I try to swim 1,000 meters twice or 5 times a week when I'm really ambitious.
Want to keep it nice and clean, not freak out and cause a scene. I try to hold it together, keep it together. Not sure who I really am, just be cute and super bland. I try to hold it together, keep it together. Been playing it down, but I'm so getting tired. Now won't you meet high?
Yeah, training is over. Time to go to Porsche Center. So come with me. Just arrived to Porsche Center Stockholm and guess where I parked? Come with me. I parked right beside my beauty. Snow White is back to the family.
I'm waiting for you. No, I won't leave you. You've been down so long that I can barely breathe. In a sea of worry, waiting for a flurry. All water reaching for the sky. I thought that I could be without you. I thought I'd let you go and drop you. I thought that I could just pretend that I didn't miss you. But now it's plain for me to see. Hey, you're my only remedy. Won't you please come back to me?
Key, Panamera, leave, GT3 key to me. I have received my car key. I'm quite excited. This is it. It is time to start the engine. Are you ready? Come on! Oh! Yes. Let me put this a bit in a perspective might be, but I have been waiting! It is time to roll. Oh, I'm excited. Unbelievable. I mean, it's not the first time I'm driving this car, but I couldn't find the park brake anyway. Again, look, a few days in a Panamera and you start fiddling with the handbrake in the center console. Oh. I must say there are worse cars to go to work with. Normally I don't drive my Porsches to work, but as you can imagine, this occasion was special. Is special, sorry. Let's just say that the traffic jam element that you actually have going to back and forth to work in Stockholm is not an element for a GT3. I mean, for sure. I mean, twisting B roads, yes, but Stockholm traffic, no thank you. That is ridiculously driving a GT3. I mean, yes, I have the lift system, that I'm extremely thankful. Otherwise, I would report to you guys that I would already had hundreds of marks underneath my car, but yes, thank you for that system. You know, in Sweden we have bus lanes. There should be a GT3 lane or a GT car lane as well for cars that let's say, are not built for being in a traffic jam. Yeah, that's what I would like. A GT lane instead of a bus lane. That shouldn't be so hard to get through in Parliament, wouldn't you think? So I ended up at the gas station on my way home from my work, and it's simple task this weekend. It's all about driving, and I might drive a bit.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so
I'm not sure if I'm gonna be proud of this or not, but today, the 9th of June, is my son's birthday. And guess what? He selected or chosen to go to the 70th celebration of Porsche instead of throwing his party. In fact, he moved his party to another day. Strange, isn't it? What event! There is so many Porsche cars in this area that you could not imagine how many they are. I actually got a superb parking reserved for me with a tent. I feel privileged, and it feels nice having my car in front when everybody arrives to the event. So I'm just gonna go up to the event. I'm just gonna enjoy looking at all the cars from the 356 up to the new ones that we have today, and have a great time together with my son.
And we are millions of Porsche drivers who bring our dream to the road each and every day. We are the whispering echo of your childhood, your lost sweetheart. We are totally crazy, but we are also characters, collectors.
Spectacular 17th anniversary Porsche Center Stockholm pulled off, gathering cars that makes the Porsche Museum in Stuttgart trembling. This Guillemot Coupe was imported by truck manufacturer Scania in 1951. Apparently this is Porsche number 49, hidden in a bar for more than 50 years by the owner Göte, that never lost the love for the car. The car is untouched, never renovated. The car that made the most impression on me was this 550 1500 RS Spider, originally imported by the Swedish reseller Scania Vabis spring 1955. This car was raced by Swedish driver Gert Kaiser and internationally together with Max Nathan. At one point the car was sold to Albert Westerman, Holland, and I thought the car still was in his possession. I am grateful that Albert decided to sell the 550 back to Sweden in 2015. One of the beauty queens was this 904 GTS, sold originally from Swedish reseller Scania Vabis back in 1964. The car was meant to race the Swedish rally in June same year by driver Bernt Jansson, but for unknown reasons the car did not start. Instead, around 1970, the car was sold to American Porsche enthusiasts Brenda and Jim Perrin in USA. The car was in US for 40 years before it was sold back to Sweden. This was my highlights from Porsche Center Stockholm's 70th anniversary history exhibition in hard competition from Porsche 356A Carrera GS Coupe, 356A Carrera GS Speedster, 901 2.0 Coupe, the 911 Carrera 2.7 Coupe, the 911 3.0 RSR, the 964 Carrera RS, and finally the 993 GT2 Club Sport. You know, sometimes you cannot get enough of driving. I've been driving a lot. Actually, on Friday, I drove. I think I had 300 kilometers on Friday when I picked up the car. Yesterday was the 70th anniversary, and today me and my family are going for some Michelin Porsche Slalom Cup. But you cannot get enough of driving. It's a passion. It's something that you're born to do. It's so fun, and I'm looking forward to driving the BMW. I haven't driven it much at all, so it feels great being back in the BMW as well, and obviously testing the GT3 on cone driving. Something that I'm struggling a bit when I start to drive a new car with performance tire is the tire pressure, because if this car is as my previous GT3s, they are quite sensitive in tire pressure. So I'm just gonna take this old measurement instrument and try to figure out where to start. So looking at what this old instrument is saying to me anyway, it's 3 bars, and for me that is too much, at least compared. So I'm not gonna go crazy here. I'm just gonna go down, let's say, to 2.5 and then start from there, because you will not get so much heat in a slalom competition. Yeah, let's go 2.7. Yeah, 2.7 it is. Porsche Club Sweden does not have any employee whatsoever, so all members needs to participate in different roles depending on the activity. Right now, I am a judge, checking the cones so the car does not hit any. Oh, listen to the sound of the 719. Brr, brr. I love the sound, I cannot help it. I just noticed one thing, that, you know, the noise discussion that we're having. This is the previous version of the Boxster, and listen. Could we agree on that the 4-cylinder 718 pretty much has heritage the 6 cylinders? You know, I think we are getting over top of our minds in terms of the sound, if it is good or not in the new 718. Here's the living proof. It pretty much sounds the same thing with the 6 engine, except for that high revving. Standing beside of the road and having your car competing in the background with your wife in the women's class feels a bit exciting. And I must say that, oh yes, she's doing a great job. Unfortunately, Porsche Club Sweden, that it was founded in the 70s, hasn't... Oh, look at... Did you hear that sound? Anyway, Porsche Club Sweden hasn't come as far as Porsche brand having a women's class. Show jumping and horseback jumping, whatever it's called in English, has come much further, having one class for all genders. As expected, the 2.7 was too high. Don't for a second think that I didn't know that, but I have a point to make. You need to try, you need to experience what the different tire pressures affects your car. So I start with 2.7, I'm going down to 2.5 and then back to 2.3, perhaps even lower to 2.1, depending on how the car behaves. And that is my advice. Experience the way of the different settings of your car. Remember the previous episode where a gentleman won over me in the Turbo S? He's actually driving right now and I'm watching it very carefully to pick up some brake points, etc. on this track. Here it comes. So this is the slowest part. And now he's going to do heavy acceleration. A bit of a brake here and then full throttle. Ja, men den här farten är ju helt fantastisk. Den tar vi. Oh, he will be tough to hit today. He is actually the gentleman that has actually laid out cone. Exactly what I saw, a code. He hits 1 second extra and we got a chance to win this. You know, everybody wants him to hit a cone because that's the biggest competition, right, in his Turbo S. And so everybody's looking on the speed, where he brakes, and you know, the competition is on. The slalom day is over, and I must say I've had a great time in my GT3. But I have one thing that I'm gonna sleep on, and that is that I have been waiting a lot to get my season started, and I think today at least I was a bit overloaded. My first run I was second fastest, and then I lost it the 2 runs. I guessing that the adrenaline of competing again got to me, so to speak. But the GT3 is extremely nice to drive on a slalom circuit. It is extremely sensitive to tire pressure. I went from 2.7 down to 2.1, and 2.1 is definitely too low. That is guaranteed. I've also experienced the power and the torque and the register of the engine, and I can only salute Porsche for the work that they have done. And I'm really looking forward to more driving, and I'm looking forward to even more B-road driving. I'm looking forward for track days, etc. But for now, I'm satisfied with this weekend, and the two top thing was to get back my GT3 and of course the 70th anniversary of Porsche.